You want to grab the body like this, all four legs, and separate the carapace from the rest. Be very, very careful because a lot of Asian people love the crab butter. You got to take the guts out, which is right here behind the head. Right here behind the mandible jaw and the head. Now, some guys use this as a presentation. They do the crab in it. To me, it's too big for the plate. So the second year, I bought a little tiny crab, a different kind, and used that base as a garnish. Okay? But this is basically then the crab butter that's in there for people who like that. Then what you want to do is you want to remove the gills. You never serve the gills. These are the gills. That's garbage. Here too, you see that? The gills. It's all garbage. Twist off this as well. Get this out and make sure you got all the gills cleaned off. Okay? Then what you can do is you can separate the legs off. Alright? Separate the legs off, get it in a bowl. Separate the other legs off. Okay? Like so. Then what I do is I split like this. And again, some people don't ever rinse this. You lose all the flavor. You kind of, when they're still slightly warm, or just fresh cold, and they haven't set up yet, you can save the crab butter and the bits and pieces. Okay, then you move this back portion, like so. And then the way they do it in Japan, that I learned, they got the real psycho sharp knife, right? They go through, and they open it up, right? And then with the chopstick, they clean it all out. Okay? See? So this would be ready for cleaning. All this would be ready for cleaning. And then of course you're going to clean your cutting board. These, you got to be real careful. Flat end of your knife, just crack lightly. Or the corner here for the knuckle, which is called a knuckle. And the thing is to develop enough touch where you crack it, but you don't smash it, because this meat is very, very expensive, right? And what you can do is you can grab the claws, the end claws, and the end claws make great crab picks. So you don't need to have crab picks. Right?
Did you have clarified butter for your competition?
I had no intention in using clarified butter for my competition. Some people do. But you know what I'm worried about? This is what I'm worried about using. I thought about Beurre Blanc. The judging. They line up all the plates. They get to yours 10 minutes later. What happens to clarified butter and Beurre Blancs when they get cold? They get really greasy. But what about mayonnaise?
Stays fine.
Stays fine. That's why I went with always an idea of infusing mayonnaise. You know.
You can stabilize it.
Yeah, you can stabilize it nicely. All right. And you're going to open these up and then take your pick and just pick them all out. Okay.
You can do an experiment with it.
Yeah. Get the knuckle. These might have cooked a hair long. These cooked a hair long.
20 minutes?
Yeah, it was too long.
Too long.
We should have done it. We should have done it.
I think maybe 8 or 9 minutes.
We should have gone. Yeah, maybe even 16. A little as 16. They're just slightly over. Not bad, but not. You know.
Yeah, no. They lost a little tenderness.
They did. They did. It's critical on the cooking. I wonder about doing sous vide on crab. How different the meat would come out. Would be good.
Like a kilo for your back and pain.
Now, you know, you want to be real careful not to put too much shallot. You know, not to put too much garlic.
Don't overpower.
Don't overpower. And then again, you know what? It all depends on the judge's taste. This might be even too bland.
Hey, it could just be you and me.
Depends who your judges are.
Awesome. They may not
They actually listen to the Jet Star too.
Hey, you guys,
To me-
you guys should wear your DVC chef coats. We're coming to our
To me, that has a very light,
No, we will.
delicate flavor. Not too salty. It's got a little bit of a peppery finish. A little bit of a spice.
You want to go out there and go to the Trappist
Right.
afterwards? You ever been there?
And you can go any genre you want it. You could go like curry
They
for an
have,
Indian
like,
style. You
Trappist
could go
beers.
French and use tarragon and not basil,
You ever had shime?
right? You could, instead of using lemon juice, you could use a really, really fine champagne vinegar
And it's
for the acid. You gotta be really careful with that. You could even go,
the Trappist is in Oakland.
like I had planned the one year
It's
to
right
go
by the
Asian.
Oakland bar station.
You know, I told you about with the mirin and
Well, I definitely want to go.
the other stuff and the fennel guild. So
I mean, seriously.
anyway, you can do it. You can do it.
We'll meet Las Vegas.
So you want to come Sunday
Yeah.
and do a dry run through?
I want